Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome to the video. Now, the truck sitting behind me today is a 2010 Ford F-150 that was absolutely abused for years on the farm, and the word disaster doesn't even come close to describing this truck. Okay, well, starting with the exterior, and all I can say is that this truck is just beat up and incredibly dirty. I'm guessing it hasn't been washed by more than rain in years, and there's even bullets stuck in the frozen mud on the running boards. The underside is coated in thick mud, and basically every inch of this truck is going to need some serious attention, but that is nothing compared to the monumental disaster waiting inside. I've never seen anything quite like this before, from the thick caked on mud on the carpets to the door panels that look like they belong in a junkyard. It's no wonder the owner was doubting what I could do with this truck. There's also piles of dog hair in the back and some really gross stains in the seats. But just before we jump into one of the most mind-blowing and epic transformations you'll ever see, take a second and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I post a new video like this every week, and if you've got the bell on, you'll get notified the moment they go live. Alright, well, getting started on the truck now, and obviously this is going to be an enormous job for me today. But I can tell you now that the transformation this truck makes is nothing short of incredible, and getting to watch the owner's reaction at the end of the video makes it that much better, so be sure to stick around until the end to catch that. Starting in the wheel well now, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of mud in here, as well as on the rest of the underside. So this definitely slows down the pre-wash rinse today, as I fully intend on getting every speck of mud off the truck and making this thing look as perfect as humanly possible today. Okay, starting on the back, and I figured I'd give you some background on the vehicle. So when the owner dropped it off, he said he recently purchased the truck dirt cheap from someone a couple hours out of town who I guess had been using it as a farm and hunting truck. And I'm going to bet that since it was bought new in 2010, the interior hasn't been cleaned once. But anyways, the new owner picked it up and intends to use it as a work truck, but was obviously so disgusted with the truck he wanted it cleaned up first. Although he did say that if I couldn't get it clean, he was going to buy a new interior for it. So that was enough for me. The challenge was accepted, and there was no way I was letting that happen. Okay, starting on these dirty wheels now, and after spraying on some of my Detail Geek wheel and tire cleaner, I'll use a variety of brushes to agitate and remove any dirt, tire blooming, and brake dust from the wheels, nearly all of which are available on my website at detailgeekautocare.com, as is the wheel and tire cleaner, which you can also dilute down to 2:1 if your wheels don't happen to be quite as dirty as these ones are. Okay, starting on the floor mats, and after brushing off the loose dirt and debris, you might notice that the driver's side mat here had dirt that was absolutely caked on. But after spraying on some carpet solution and hitting it with my green drill brush, it's no issue for the pressure washer to get that all blasted out. Okay, well after unbolting the seats, I'll quickly get them all removed, and just as I expected, it only gets worse with them out. There's a massive pile of dust under the back seats, and under the front ones, well, it's more dust and giant clumps of hair. Moving to the back here, where the dirt is so thick you can't even see the carpet underneath. And one of the things that makes me think the interior of this truck has never been cleaned is the fact that the carpet underneath the rear floor mats was in absolutely pristine condition, which means they likely haven't been touched since the truck was new. And as for the caked on dirt in the carpets, well, a little bit of agitating with the vacuum and we can see what color the carpet is again. Starting on the driver's footwell now, and without the floor mat in here, you can see just how much mud there is. It's a solid ½ an inch thick in spots, and even after sucking it up, the carpets are just stained brown, and it'll be quite a challenge to get it looking good again. Here's a quick shot of where the truck started, and after vacuuming, boom, it looks significantly better already. Alright, well, getting to work on cleaning these seats now, and whenever I see stains like this, I'm always a little bit unsure of how easy they'll be to remove. But in this case, my green drill brush has no trouble getting it loosened up, so the Bissell can suck it away, and it's almost hard to believe that in a matter of a few minutes, this seat looks brand new again. Okay, moving inside to the carpet now, and despite the fact that the carpet in here was completely trashed and covered in dirt, I'm very hopeful it's going to clean up good and look brand new again. Mostly due to it being a mid-grade carpet, the pile is longer and that makes it far easier to clean as it won't trap dirt the way that cheaper carpets do. Here's the bucket and a half of absolutely disgusting and smelly water pulled from the truck today. Gross. Okay, now to tackle these filthy interior panels, I'm using some of my Detail Geek all-purpose cleaner, which comes with a handy dilution mixing bottle, and I've already mixed up a 4-to-1 dilution here, which is heavy strength, because looking at these doors, and yeah, I need all the help I can get today, so with it sprayed on, I'll start blasting it with steam, and I can tell you guys that steam alone wouldn't be able to touch this. The all-purpose cleaner is the key here, and a chemical that I couldn't possibly detail without. Feel free to give it a look on my website at detailgeekautocare.com. It's sold as a concentrate, so one bottle is going to last a really long time, or you can also buy it by the gallon, and as you'll see in just a minute, it's an incredibly powerful cleaner that can easily handle the worst messes. Now for all the interior trim pieces I removed before vacuuming, I'm following the same process to get these clean, spraying on some APC and blasting them with steam, and it's truly incredible that after years of neglect and abuse, it only takes a minute to get them looking new again. Now with some of my Detail Geek paint sealant in hand, I'll get to work on applying a thin layer to the entire truck, and this sealant will greatly boost the depth and gloss of this black paint, leaving behind a hydrophobic layer of protection that will last for about 6 months.
Holy.
That will look.
Doesn't look like my truck.
No, not the same one.
Doesn't look like my truck. Looks awesome.
Yeah, we have to look inside. That's where
it looks
where most
awesome.
of the work was.
Wow. Lots of Ford.
Yeah.
Tons of Ford.
You can actually see what color the carpets are now.
Yeah. And it smells nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, yeah. It's looking good.
Now I'm gonna explain to my wife that I need another winter truck.
Need a beater for work.
Yeah, it's not a beater anymore.
This one's too good.
Yeah, it looks 100 times better.
Way
than
better,
this.
way better, yeah.
I was guessing it's gonna turn out amazing. So I already picked up the taillights, headlights, and
Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah.
all 9 yards.
Yeah, looks like a new truck now, so.
Well, it just deserved it.
Yeah. I'll give you those and enjoy.
Thank you.
All right. Okay,
See ya.